Welcome guys to episode 15 of this Minecraft cruise ship tutorial. Today we're going to be doing the promenade, which includes, first thing we do is the clam bar, which pretty much includes a full bar, jukebox, and a bunch of seating. And then we move on to the Illusion shop, which is just pretty much your brand shop for the cruise line. A classic jewelry shop called Glimmers at Sea, which is on all my ships. And then the last thing, which is a watch shop called the Time Doctor. So that is what we do in this episode of this tutorial. Be sure to stick to the end, and yeah, enjoy the video. Welcome back guys to another video, and welcome back to the cruise ship tutorial. This is episode 15, and today we are going to be working on the promenade, like I said in the previous video. So we just go ahead and get started. And the first thing I wanted to do in this video, which I said I was going to do at the end of the last one, was show you guys how to pretty much get heads. So these were ribbed. I was talking about up here for the bar area. So okay, so I have a mod. It's called a head database, I believe. I'll put a link in the description if you want it. But pretty much what I like to do for bar seats is I like to think of a color. Typically I like to use wool or like planks, because I think they look the best for bar seats. So in this case, I think something like a purple wool would be. So I just look at wool and look in here and here, and I choose the one that I think looks best. So choose this one and then place it on top of the chains, and you got, you know, some sort of bar seats. So now we can do the same thing over here. So again, I'll look up links, and I think these one look the best. And then you can just place them down. You can't fit through there, so it's a little difficult because it's a smaller block, especially chains. It's just like this. Get it in, and there we go. So that's a smaller bar for you guys. So that's the founder's bar. And now the area I actually wanted to work on today was down here. So we have one area laid out already. The rest of this I'm going to assume is just going to be shops. So I'll try to do all this. So first things first, we can start with this. So this is the clam bar. This is on pretty much all of my custom ships, at least it's on Empress and Reverence. But yep, we can just get started. So first thing I like to do is like to start with the base of stone bricks, just to set the color theme. This is interesting because it's a lot more areas over there, but it's also nice to have the door like right here. Just get some lighting in here. So figure out that's 6 blocks. This is 3. I think. That's just interesting. I think it'd be better to have the door over here. So 2 blocks like this. Then have the rest of this outside area be this. And then there will be like seating out there, and such. We can fill this in. I like having this 2 blocks high for the inside, and then just fill it in. So you stack this down like so. And then for the floor, I just like to have like a combination of different, not stone brick, but actually that, just a different sort of gray colors. All right, so there we go. So as you see, that is, you know, a nice base. And then for the ceiling, I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna get andesite. I think that fits best for this. So through here. And then again, stack this down. It should be 9. That's my guess. Nope. 12. Alright, now we can actually do the bar. For the bar, I'm just gonna get strip spruce. And then I'm gonna give some room down there for seating and a jukebox machine. Here in the back here. Let's do all stone brick. Get some stone brick slabs. You need a sink in a bar area, obviously. Get like a pressure plate. And then again for the bar. Just get some bottles. I like using these. So just get 3 different ones. And then we can bring this out. Actually, this should probably be strip spruce wood. Alright. Here. Fence. Dark oak. Then again right here. Then get your trapdoor. Put it all around here. Like so. Again, chains. And then you can also add a light back here. Let's add it right here. So I should have had a light in here the entire time so you can see anything. I forgot. My fault. Alright. Moving on. Alright, sorry about that. I had to fix my shaders for a minute so it would stop lagging. But anyways, what we're doing here, we were adding a light there so everybody can see, and I'll add another one. There. Alright. Search. Same thing. Planks. Yeah, dark oak. Put it all through here. Very mundane, but gets it done. Alright, there we go. Back here. I like using copper for like jukeboxes and such. Like that. And then back here we can add some seating. Actually, do a chain. Get a light in here. So I'll just do this sort of very simple light design. Like that. And then I'm gonna get a cauldron. No, I'm gonna get an anvil. Put some leaves down. Get a plate. I'm gonna use polished blackstone because I think it looks the best. And then dark oak signs, so the chair has some arms to it. And you can add another chair right here. So not a crazy large area, but it's meant to be sort of a hidden thing. And then you could put a sign on the jukebox itself that actually like says and then just put whatever you want there. And Q. And again, just put whatever you want. So that's a nice little jukebox. And that's pretty much really all you can do with the bar area here. I guess if you wanted to, you could add some like a cool, nice little. That's what I like doing. I like adding signs to a lot of things, because it adds depth, you know. So it does that. So there's a nice, and then I'll also add buttons here, and I'll match it with the tables. But so yeah, that's a bar, and I don't think we need anything on the outside here, except we need to fill this in. I was using quartz. That's right. I don't know. Okay, that's gonna be a shop. That's right. And you can fill this in. So now you have a little hallway, and it leads right to a thing. And then obviously we need a door, so I'll just grab some. It's actually the wrong one. I wanted white. It's fine. I'll do it myself. And always good to have light, so. For this, I'm actually just going to take chiseled quartz and fill this in. There's not much you can do with stairs there, and I really don't want to have it be difficult, so. And I'm actually going to use beacons here. And add some lights. Put some trapdoors over it. And then out here, more plants. And we can match the seating with the bar inside. All right. This. And we could add some fences right here with a nice little trapdoor thing. Like that. And yeah, you got a nice little outdoor bar area along with the bar inside. So now we can move on to shops, which are pretty important. I'll look at the rest of this first. So this is steakhouse, Windy City Pizza. So you got steakhouse, pizza, casino, jazz bar, sports bar. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this will all be shops. Okay, that makes sense. So there's multiple different shops that you can do. The main one being like the main gift shop, and then the jewelry shop, and then something else like a watch shop. I do because it's kind of different from jewelry. Yeah, so that's probably the three we'll have. I think we'll have the jewelry there, watch shop here, which would be kind of interesting to do, but I think I have an idea for that. And then just the basic gift shop here. So we can separate them. Like this. So this will be the main like brand gift shop. So I'll just fill it in with red. Yes, that's probably the color I most associate with Collision, which is the cruise line that the ship sails under. So we can just do straight red. Yeah. All right. And then I'd like this to follow the theme from the rest of the ship. So come in here, and we can just fill this all in with smooth sandstone. Except there, because I want to do something else there. So we can have the entrance here. And then have some windows. Just like that. Yep. So you have the main door, and then you have windows, so you can look into the shop and, you know, see if anything intrigues you there when people are just walking by. So take this, stack it up. Here, just have two things there, like this. So you see windows, very important on shops, especially on ships, because you need people to be able to walk by and see what's inside. And also having it next to somewhere like this bar and like guest services and the future cruises. That's a lot of people are going to be walking through here. So there's two opportunities to, you know, make revenue here with the bar and the gift shop, and then also all the other stuff. So pretty much all the shops, it's important to have them between two like distinct areas. So obviously we have the atrium and the guest services and future cruises. And then over here, all the way over here, we have the casino. So a lot of people are going to be walking back and forth here from 1A to 1B, or from point A to point B. So yeah, pretty important. And then you just fill all the rest of this in. So this shop is just going to be full of like Elysian brand stuff, such as like merchandise like shirts, ship models, mugs. So pretty much anything that you can have on, and people will know, like, oh, you went on a cruise, and it was an Elysian cruise. So yeah, so we can just fill this in. It's gonna look like the rest of the ship, or pretty much look most similar to the atrium. So yeah, come through here, and then fill all this in, and then we can figure out where everything's gonna be. So back here, it's going to be where they actually buy things. So I'll have it match up like this. And this can be like sort of a staff only area. God, sorry. Alright. And then back here, you also want to have shelves for the stuff that you have to have a crew member grab for you, which, you know, some things. But yep. So you got that nice shelf there. Then here, I like just to have a pressure plate, and then a cash register. Which they don't really use cash registers on cruise ships, but still, because you buy everything with your sign and sell card. But nonetheless, it's still fun to have. Here, I'm gonna set this to chiseled quartz, so it's sort of a separator between the two areas, and then layer it with iron trapdoor, just to add some depth. So, and then also I'm gonna sell this to quartz bricks, and then probably just have a little pathway here, like so. And then back here, I'm gonna have, these are all gonna be shelves, so we can get these, this and this too. So another thing they have next to like the cash register, they have more things. So just in case you're having like second thoughts, or see something that you want, you can put it on before you actually make your final purchase. So yep, put all this in. Not that bad. All right. As for the rest of this, you can just have like, yeah, that little shelves here. We can add some more depth to it, adding some signs as usual. Not on the edge though, because you can't put a sign on both sides here. So we have that. And then I'm also going to add more detail to the ceiling here. Then fill it in with some stairs. And then, of course, and your beacons. And another brick fence. And then get your trap door. And actually, maybe I should do a frog light, because I was doing frog lights over here and up here. Okay, yeah. I don't know why did I do mangrove here? Whatever. Just like this. Yeah, wait, actually, I like having it on its side. I think it looks better. Alright, so there we go. And then you can remove that. And then on the signs here, I'm going to put some fence gates, and these are going to be like shirt holders. So there'll be shirts lifted on it. I can do the same thing here, actually. So you have another area, again, right next to the cash register. And then back here, probably the same thing, honestly, just more shirts. Because they do have a lot of nice shirts on ships. Actually, we can just make this entire wall spruce wood. Yeah, so just like that. And then here, we can find some stuff, like a lot of stuff I like to do. I like to put like sort of beach themed things, like a beach ball and a sand bucket, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you'll see that in a gift shop. I think they do have. No, actually, they can't sell plastic stuff. It's, you know, kid's gonna throw it off the ship, and then that's not very good for the ocean. So, yeah. And then another thing, we just like a boat. Anchor, yeah, makes sense. Not a gravy boat. I don't know what that is, but steering wheel makes sense. There we go. So that is a gift shop. And then of course we gotta add the sign. So I'm going to do the collision. There you go. And then over here, get a sign, warp sign. Clam bar. Alright, there we go. So, that is an area. That is a portion of the promenade that is somewhat finished. Actually, I'll add more, hold on. I'm gonna add some more detail on the outside. Again, another thing that adds a little bit of depth that I like to do. Like this. So, yeah, there you go. That's one area. Now we can move on to the other. So, jewelry, a little different. So you're gonna get a lot brighter colors, more modern look. Kind of similar, actually, to the Future Cruises area. Except I think I'm gonna make the I'm gonna make the floor acacia wood, because I think it just looks a little more fancy, I guess. Then again, have some arches. This will probably be the entrance. I think everything's gonna be smooth quartz. So, yep. So actually, I'm gonna leave this open. That's perfect. So all of this will be. Let's see what I do here. I'm gonna layer it, almost like it's stripes, like this. All right, sorry about that. My tisk space got filled up. All right, but nonetheless, so we did that. Have some nice little stripes here. Then have another thing here. So yep. And again, this nice little blast furnace, like that. And we can actually extend the promenade area down like that. And let me get some light in here. All right. And here. Or here. Same little design. And instead, I'm going to use a chain as the handle. So coming in, obviously you're going to want stuff here on your right. So we can add some shelves using stairs. And then you can figure out, we should have some windows here because there weren't windows on the other area. So I guess over here, it's going to be where people buy it. Or is it? Yeah, probably. Alright. So we can have some windows here. Add some arches, sort of like this. And obviously, you're going to need the window. And then you can put some stairs here. And set this as acacia wood. So jewelry shops, pretty important part because a lot of people like to blow money on ships. Because it is a lot of like more wealthy old people. So yeah, obviously same thing, same concept with the glass. People are going to be walking by, they're going to look at what's in here, and they're going to be intrigued and walk in. And then also with the windows out here, yeah, there will be people out here walking, so, you know, just seeing stuff through the window, because people are curious normally. So we can fill this in. And then back here, this is where people are going to buy stuff, so I guess everything's going to be white here. I'm going to add some trapdoors here. First try. Alright, great. And then you can have another thing there, and then same thing with the tables in the middle, like this. And then for the ceiling, okay, first we need to put this around. For the ceiling, I don't want it to be all white, so instead, I was gonna use prismarine, or prismarine brick, but it's pretty ugly, so let's see something different. Let's use green. I don't think I've used green before, at all on a ship, so let's be unique, right? Alright, fill this in. Same thing. So, like so. So, now you have your nice little store. Then I do want some things hanging from the ceiling right here. Yeah, okay. So, again, over here, it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be, plate. I'm going to use stone this time. And then register. Oh, what is this one? This. And, yep, alright. So, I'm going to add some lights on the floor. Like here and here. That is annoying me. Alright, like this, and then I'm just gonna put some gray carpet. So it's sort of illuminating the stuff you're looking at, which I'm sure is a real thing. It's like this. And then actually, I'm gonna use pillars for these middle areas. And then now you just have to add things that people are interested in. So, preferably shiny stuff. Or we can just look up like jewelry. Ring of coins, that works. Golden ring, yeah. Anything else like cool in here? Bronze medal, sure. There we go. Jade necklace, yeah. So, just put it like, pretty much just randomize it. So, man, wow, we need a lot more actually. Golden ring, red, works. Jewelry box, yep. So, like this. And then here, I'm actually gonna get like a diamond block. Because we're still in Minecraft, right? If there is a diamond block. There we go. This one looks cool. And over here, emerald. Something that doesn't have a letter on it. Or, oh look, Emerald E for Elysian. Get it? Alright, gold, same thing. Golden egg, yeah. And then the last one. Okay, I guess I don't show it. I think I have to do player name. There we go. That's my head. Like that. So, here's some cool things. And then here, I just wanted to add some, end rods. Put some chains. So you got this nice little thing going on here. And then, of course, add some buttons everywhere. Because, yep. Actually, I'm going to put a camera here. So, I don't know. I guess I would assume there's cameras all over the ship, but I like specifically putting cameras inside of like jewelry shops and other shops. So, put a lever down, put that up there. And then we can do another one over here because they usually do have cameras showing the back area. And I also like adding a sign right here at the entrance. Oh, that's not how you spell it. Smile. And you're on camera. A little smiley face. Just like that. So, yep, that's a jewelry shop. And then the name of the shop is Glimmers at Sea. Or, I don't even know if we can actually put this anywhere. That work? Looks kind of ugly. I don't know, I don't know, what's going on here? What's this supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like this? That actually looked pretty cool. I want to do that. I know I'm not getting ahead of myself, but this does look kind of cool, so. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Sure. Yeah, I like having a bright red. That doesn't fit. That's unfortunate. Blue. Like that. Actually, I'm going to do lowercase a over here. There we go. Glimmers at Sea. So, another shop. Now there's one more shop we have to do, which is going to be a watch shop. Because this is pretty big for a watch shop, though. I think maybe I'll split it up. Maybe I'll put bathrooms here. Yeah, probably. I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to make this work. I did want to do the same thing though with the glass. So it's even on both sides. See, I'm trying to make the bathrooms like work here, but it's a little awkward. Maybe we do this, but it's a double wall, so. Alright, this is fine. Alright, this includes bathrooms too, I guess. This is a very versatile video. Alright, get this. Bathrooms, you're gonna need them all over the ship. I don't know if I actually added any while laying them out, but I guess I just have to incorporate them. But yes, bathrooms are very important. You do not want people complaining about having to run all the way back to their cabin just to take a piss, so it's important for this. Let's fill this in. So a simple hallway that goes with the rest of the theming of the ship. Like so. Get some dark oak stairs. Actually, I'm gonna do something else here. I'm just gonna put some white lace terracotta because I think it looks nice. And then same floor. And we can just fill this in and build some nice bathrooms for the lovely inhabitants of this ship. So, yep, put that in. Ceiling. Just gonna take chiseled quartz. And then in the bathroom, a toilet and a sink. Actually, I'm gonna put the sink on the other side. Like this. not the toilet here. So these are going to be one occupant bathrooms, because I could not fit multiple stalls in here, which is fine. So put the light up there, and then do my little thing with the glass there. Then we can add like a trapdoor on the side that acts as a baby changing station. So should be all right, 6. That's fine. And then flip this. I don't think I flipped the ceiling, but we can just rebuild it. Ow, I didn't mean to delete that. All right. Get this in and put all that around. All right, so you have a bathroom, and then obviously sign, because you need one of them to be a ladies restroom and men's restroom. So yeah, all right, and then add the little thing right here. So now you have bathrooms, so your sailors or cruise ship people are happy, obviously, because it's nice to have a bathroom. Add your ceiling into here. And then add some frog lights here for lighting. Just like that. So, yeah. Alright, now we can build the final part to this very long, hopefully helpful video. So, I'm going to do a darker wood. This is going to be a watch shop. It's going to be the same thing I did on Empress, but I guess you guys haven't seen it yet. But alright, move this through here. Fill out the base. I don't think I'm going to do glass actually on this part. I just don't think it really fits. But we can put a door, obviously. Alright, and then glass. Enter on. Carpet. I really don't want to do brown carpet because it does not look good in Minecraft. So I'll do red. Alright. It's like this. And we'll add a white ceiling too. Why not? Don't want it too depressing in here. Fill this in. And you have your little base. So again, you need an area to actually buy the watch. The watches. So I'll put that back here. Actually, they can be smaller on this one. Nobody really cares about watches, so. At least not on ships. Alright. Then we can separate this. Again, same thing. And then back there we can just do one solid block. It's like that. And then the rest of this will be areas for these watches to be sold. So, same concept as all the other shops. They're all pretty much the same, just different skins. It's like this, and then one big one over here, which actually you can't really do much here, but that's fine. That's fine. They can be like, you know, they can be like hanging from the wall right here, like on display or something like that. And then in the middle, same thing. And actually there's only one table, so I can just do signs all the way around. This. Alright. Then out here, I feel like I can do this next video, but it's just making this not like ugly, which is difficult. So in here, well, we need a bunch of watches. So head search, watch. There's an antique watch. A lot of unhelpful player heads. What does this have to do with the watch? Who knows? Okay, there's actually nothing. That's interesting. You know what? No, not block. Block. There we go. That looks like a watch. That looks like a watch. Doge with clock marks? What? What does that even mean? Alright, that one looks cooler. Alright, I want to do the cool ones. Like this. Get out of here. Alright. This one looks cool too. So, like I was saying, up here. See? Kind of looks like they're on display. Then of course here. Put them all around. So we need 4 more. Let's get 4 more cool ones. That's cool. See the second page. That one looks cool. Sounds good. And then last one. Last but not least. Let's just get a basic one. There we go. Oh yeah. And then of course, let's get another light. Plate. Put the plate down. And then, of course, the register. And then now we just need a sign. And, well, we're finished. Actually, I'm going to put a plan in here. First and foremost, we need the plan. Yeah. Oh, very nice antique watch shop. How about that? So we're going to have the sign there because we're going to do a little detail thing here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at this. See? Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Not really, but anyways. It's called the I'm Doctor. I thought it was a cool name. I guess it's a Doctor Who reference, but yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can add the signs up here. They're not signs, but the floor, I guess. The overhang. Like that. And then we'll do that in the next video. But that is a somewhat... That's a pretty good chunk of the promenade, which this ship is small, so that's actually a pretty good chunk of the entertainment. I did not expect this to do this all in one video, but we did. And that's all that matters. Bathrooms. Yeah, that's it, actually. That's all I have. So, let's go outside and see the ship again. See the light of day for the first time in like an hour. If I can get... Okay, please, let me through. Oh my goodness. Alright. We can't even see the ship. Let me raise my render distance. Or better yet, look at this. Let me turn on distance horizon rendering. It's gonna take a while. Anyways, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I got the rest of the tutorial videos in a playlist. Should pop up here in a few seconds, unless it already did. You can click on it, and you should, because you will learn the ways of building Minecraft cruise ships. Super important thing. Super important stuff. It's cool. I enjoy it. And wow. There we go. See? Looks pretty cool, right? Alright. So that's it for this one. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do all that. Next video, we will be doing the second deck of the promenade, which includes... I don't know. There's a deli. That's all I know. I'll have to figure everything else before I do that. But I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.